Hi everyone, I am Michelle Tompkins here at the Island Fitness Center with Valle, our fitness supervisor, and we are talking about a Wellness Connection program that she will be leading in February. So let's hear more about what that entails. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. So on February the 11th at 10:30 a.m. in the Social Center, I'm holding a discussion called Fitness, Form, and Function. And this is basically about what types of forms fitness takes in our lives, the function that fitness can provide for life, and what are the current recommendations in the fitness industry for our community. And so I'm going to kind of unpack some ideas there. And this is a discussion as well, so you'll be able to ask some questions. Hopefully I'll have some good answers.
I'm sure you will. You always do. Can you tell our residents, or at least give them some hints on what the forms you'll be talking about are?
Sure. So in the basics, we'll be talking about strength training. That'll definitely be at the top of the list, and some of the different ways that we can go about strength training, the daily recommendations on strength training. We'll talk about flexibility training. We will talk about different ways that people can find different types of training in our group fitness classes. We'll talk about personal training, how we can help residents find their way through to meet their goals. We'll talk about balance and agility. We're going to kind of cover the scope, functional fitness, and then also talk a little bit about, let's say you're going to take a kayaking trip. It could be pretty much anything, and you want to build up some upper body strength. What are some good ways to do about that? Just things like that.
That's great. You hit on those big components of balance, flexibility training, strength training, cardiovascular, those four big components of a balanced fitness program.
That's right.
That we really want everyone to incorporate into their week of activity. And let's go back to strength training. I know a lot of people are afraid to pick up the weights.
Right.
Why is strength training so important? Because I feel like it is one of the most important aspects of fitness, strengthening the bones, strengthening the muscles, but why should our residents pick up a weight, or what can they do instead of the heavy weights?
Really good questions there. One important thing is you've got to remember that strength training is good for everyone. There's really not one person that it's not good for. Now let's say you've been sedentary for 3 years. Could be maybe you've just worked yourself to death and you finally get a chance, you've retired, and now you get to focus on yourself. Well, we're not going to start by handing you a 25-pound weight and say, press it to the sky. So we're going to have to use our expertise in tandem with your goals and say, okay, yes, you need to strength train. You need to pull your muscle against bone. It creates bone density. So even those, we get people that are saying, oh, my doctor is saying I have some osteopenia. Well, let's dial that back. Let's pull some muscle against bone. Let's create some bone density. What about the new reports that have come out about neurological disorders and strength training? Wow. Well, one of the really important pieces of information we've recently received is that for Parkinson's disease, strength training can really help reduce the tremors. So there are a lot of reasons to strength train. And then the flip side of that coin, of course, is whatever you train for and you're strengthening, you need to take some time and stretch. And what are some safe ways to stretch? And how much time might you need to take for that, and things like that. What about cardiovascular? We'll talk about that and the recommendations in the industry.
Fantastic.
So,
can we expand just a moment? You mentioned Parkinson's. And
Yes.
I get these questions quite a bit, and I know you do too, of exercises or group fitness classes that would be geared towards that population. What classes do we have on our schedule now that would benefit that demographic most?
Okay, fantastic question as well. So our classic fit classes already carry all four components in a 30-minute class. All of those four components are excellent for people who are dealing with the symptoms of what's going on with neurological disorders, specifically for Parkinson's, definitely at the top of the list. You want to do all four of those components 5 days a week, as much as possible. The consistency is really the key. And Classic Fit is probably at the top of the list. Now, what about balance and agility? We all
Yes,
need that.
we all do.
And in the balance and agility class, there is an element of strength training. And also we do have the bar apparatus. We've got chairs that we use. So we're not going to throw someone off balance and ask them to do something monumental. We're going to give you, options for using the bar, using the back of the chair, working on your balance. We all need to do that. So, I would say that we really have a lot of options, classes already on the schedule that address those things. The other thing that's important is that this is a bit of an experiential class. So people need to come in comfortable clothing, some sneakers, or at least shoes that have a back. Don't come in flip-flops. We love flip-flops in Florida, but not good for this workshop because you're going to be moving a little bit. And we want you to come have some fun. So we're going to experience. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do it. Talk about it and do it.
I like that. I like that practical application too.
Yeah.
Things that they could possibly do at home
Yes,
as well.
absolutely.
And
I have a handout.
Oh, perfect. We love handouts. And what I love even more is the fact that we've incorporated in the current fitness schedule so many different options for different levels and different whatever you're looking for. And then I have to commend you and our trainers because we don't do cookie cutter programs with personal training, and it's great to see you all sitting down there researching and really providing that comprehensive fitness plan to benefit each individual most. So
Our pleasure.
It's fantastic, and I cannot wait to be there for Fitness, Form, and Function. Can you remind us again when that is?
Sure. It's February the 11th at 10:30 a.m. in the Social Center.
Okay, so please make sure and sign up at any concierge to secure your spot. You won't want to miss this. We all love fitness. We all love exercise, so please join Anna and myself. Well, I'll be there too. So stay well, Shell Point, and you, thank you very much.
Thanks.